Well, good morning to you, good morning. Saturday, 11th of July, 2020. St. Benedict's Day. Perhaps we should follow the rules of Benedict today. What we are going to do, I always worry about this little pull-out because can't see round the corner. We have one or two little blind corners here, and you know the trick is you approach dead slow and whoever gets there first goes first. That's the sort of idea anyway. Look at the chateau in the morning sun. It is now open. They've opened museums and galleries and such likes with strict sort of social distancing rules, which actually is not really a problem. This town doesn't get that many visitors. He said having to wait for lots of traffic to go past. We don't normally get this much traffic either. Okay, one more and then we'll go. Oh no, that one's turning into the car park. Two ladies standing talking on the corner. Micheline, I don't know the other lady's name. Delightful ladies. They stop and talk to each other, but more than that, they stop and talk to anybody else. Something I like about rural living, crikey, there's a lot of traffic. What's happening? There we are. I know why there's a lot of cars parked there. That's because that's where we all go to buy our bread on a Saturday morning. Now, what I do want you to look at, because every time I see it, I just think, wow. As we come along this road here, if you look to the left, we've got these lovely trees, but look at the fields coming up on the left. Sunflowers, Tuinsol, which reminds me, that's something I've got to buy today in the shops, is some cooking oil. Whoever laid these roads out obviously sort of sighted up and said, right, I can see the church at Martizay. If you look straight along the road, that's the church at Martizay. And they laid the road dead straight towards the church spire. Of course, what they should have done was laid it about half a degree to one side of the church spire. Oh, hello. obviously in a hurry. But I don't think he's going to buy bags of sand and cement, do you? They're the marshmallow fields of France. That's where they grow the big marshmallows, and they then cut them up and put them in packets to sell to tourists. It's lovely to see the change. Every day is different. Every day the crops have grown that little bit more. It's that maize both sides of the road. Sweet corn. Oh, something deceased in the road. A hare. Un lièvre. Un lièvre. Hares are... It's strange. The male hare is un lièvre. A female hare is une harse. And we come into the little town of Martizay. Mind the speed bump. I wonder if the motorcyclist hit that a bit quick. Obviously not. He's stopped outside by the boulangerie patisserie. We're going to turn right here and delve off towards Isère-sur-Creuse, which is another beautiful little town. Well, that was a successful raid on the shops, except you lot, you forgot to remind me that what I needed was vegetable oil. Oh well. One of the deep joys is there are things that you can have for nothing, and looking at that, that's all 2.5, 3 days heat for winter. So yeah, I guess that's one of my jobs, is to get that off and cut up and stacked in the wood store ready for September. Well, the really good news this morning was the shop had some of the elusive 40 by 40 sawn timber. So today we're going to get back into actually fitting floorboards. They're just laying there, they're not screwed down, they're just laying there so I don't fall down the hole. Involves a bit of jiggery pokery, bit of moving stuff around, bit of tidying up crud that has come out, and I might put those windows in the window frames so I don't trip over them, and moving this beam. Now, I didn't drop this beam to the outside because I want to cut it to length to make part of the framing for the braces and supports that I'm going to need when I eventually get round to replacing the big rotten wooden beam. So it's not going anywhere at the moment. It's got to be cut to length to fit neatly between these two walls, and then it will have a framework built onto it. But yeah, first thing first, have a little move round, shift everything, sweep up, get some of the dust, poussière, Limestone dust is wonderful as long as you drink lots of tea with it. But there we are, that's what we're up to this afternoon. We're back into old-fashioned carpentry.